let's do a birthday haul. Yesterday was my birthday, so I did a little bit of shopping. I promised you the haul. We're gonna start with the books and then we'll get into the makeup goodies that I grabbed from Sephora. But obviously the most important things are coming first. We'll start with the first stop of the day, and that was Second and Charles, and that is where I bought the majority of my books. And beginning with the one book that was actually on my radar to purchase yesterday, and that was Conform. I have heard so many good things about this book lately, and I was lucky enough to receive the prequel that is coming out, I believe, in March. So obviously that meant that I had to go get the first book. I am very excited to read this, and ever since I mentioned that I was on the hunt for it, I have gotten so many comments about how many people have loved it, which has made me so excited. I believe this is a dystopian romance, but if I am wrong, let me know. I believe that is what I am grasping from what I have seen online. Next, we have one that I have almost bought so many times and finally decided yesterday that it was time to pull the trigger, and that is Legendborn. I don't think I have ever heard a negative review about this series, and I feel like there is always a point within the year where I am hankering for a good YA book, and I feel like come March or April, I'm gonna be ready to dig into this, but if you've read it, let me know. Next, I got Business Casual by BK Borison. I want to say the only BK Borison book that I have read so far is Good Spirits, and I do have First Time Caller on my February TBR, and I'm also reading it for book club with my friends, but we're not meeting until March. I will be reading that first, but I have heard so many good things about this particular series by BK Borison, and it was only $7.99 at Second and Charles, so it felt like a no-brainer to me. Now moving on to Barnes, you saw my book shopping vlog yesterday. You know, there were so many books and so many series that I was going back and forth on. I only ended up getting one book, and since I posted that video, so many people have commented how much they love this book, so I am so happy that I picked it up. And that is Out on a Limb. I have actually never read a book by Hannah Bottom Young, which feels surprising considering how much I love reading romance. I do have people watching on my physical TBR, but it got so many mixed reviews. And when I was talking about that, so many people said that that should not be the first book that I read by this author and that this was their favorite. So I went ahead and snagged it, and I feel like I will be getting to this sooner rather than later. Now, I do have The Long Game currently out for delivery, but it's not here yet. But that was also a part of my birthday book gifting to myself, and I am very excited for it to arrive. I wish that it would come right now, honestly, but I'm trying to be patient. I'm not doing a very good job. Before we get into the Sephora goodies, I did pick up one thing from TJ Maxx, and that is these sunnies. I'm leaving for a trip to Florida on Tuesday, and these were $10 and just felt cute, and I will not be sad if something happens to them. So these are gonna come with me. Now for Sephora, probably the biggest investment and the tiniest bag, but that's okay. First, I did get my little birthday gift. I went with the Tower 28 one, which comes with the small size of the SOS spray, which I will probably keep in my car, and then my absolute favorite lip gloss from them, which is the Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Pistachio. I actually ran out of my full size of this lip gloss, so